I'm going to quote 3 quotes that I live by. The first one is, dream the painting and wake up and paint the dream. The second is, hope doesn't leave us, we leave it. And the third is, nothing about yesterday can disturb tomorrow.
Tosha Smith Mills, over the summer she came out with her new book. It's called Mama, I Should Have Listened. A voice of pain and power.
DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God, we are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building, Tosha with an O Mills. Good morning.
Good morning.
I never seen Tosha with an O.
She has an incredible book. We are about to learn about her story and her son's story. Please welcome the lovely Tosha Mills.
Stand for our keynote speaker, Miss Tosha Smith Mills.
This is my expectancy. Wow. I wake up to that every morning. And every morning I wake up to win. I don't expect to lose. Right? But I know there are going to be circumstances that come before me that allow certain storms to come into my life. September 9th, 2009 was the absolutely worst day of my life. While so many of you were celebrating a life experience or a momentum or a child first day of school, I was sitting in a Texas County court watching my 17-year-old son receive 40 years in prison for aggravated robbery. My responsibility was to make sure that storm didn't stop me. God had me in a class, and He was the only person that could give me a master's in healing. Now, we operate from 3 entities of our lives. That's pain, hope, and power. I disconnected from that pain, and now I tap into my power. I went from being a mental patient to being the doctor with no official degree. God gave me His own undergrad degree, and life challenges, a master's of hope, certified me as a hope specialist. I wasn't just called, I was chosen. But first, what I had to do, which many parents don't do, is I had to admit. You only can recover once you admit. We don't want to face and admit. It comes with shame and embarrassment. I know I've been there, but not one time have I ever said, and my son ever said, he didn't do it. He admitted it, because that's the only way that I would be able to offer him help. In America, there's over 3 million people in prison and over 7.5 million people on probation and parole. This is $1 billion business, and it angers me as it should anger you.
Then there's no real reform in prison anymore. It's not like they're getting the education that they can use when they get in the outside world. It's not like they're learning a trade. It's not like they're even letting them get physically strong anymore.
No, they're not. They institutionalized to dehumanize.
Because society is expecting them to fail and to have a higher recidivism rate. And right now I'm working on an educational piece that I can take into the schools, juvenile detention centers, and the prisons. And I'm fostering a team of individuals to teach children that they can nurture resilience, ignite intellect, and overcome any obstacles that they face in their lives.
I'm just not fighting for kids that are in prison. I'm fighting so they will not get to prison. I want to start creative programs in our communities. I'm the drum major, but I'm in need of some band leaders. Because we all are a part of this collateral damage. It's not just a me problem, but an equal opportunity problem. Guy said to me, Mrs. Mills, after I read your book, the generational versus environment stuck out to me, because my dad went to prison when I was 1. I went to prison when my daughter was 1, and my daughter is 25 and just paroled out of prison.
Right now, Tosha, 67% say yes, they believe, they agree with you that it can be inherited.
Its studies show that son's intelligence is linked to the father's criminal history. It's just not the drug effect that's going on. We're affected by generational curse. We're affected by generational environments
but we're also affected by generational wealth.
Falls generation from generation to generation. And so sometimes it can skip generations. I wish it would have skipped mine, but it didn't. But it's okay because I'm on a mission to help other mothers that are going through what I'm going through, but also mothers who are also on the other side because I feel their pain.
And thank you for being our voice. I'm sitting at work and I'm reading your book and I'm crying. But at the end, I give you the tools. I give you hope and faith and how I was able to persevere.
I wonder, how do you break that cycle though? Because I mean, I would feel like mistakes would be enough, but it never is.
Awareness.
Yeah.
And he asked me, he said, Mrs. Mills, how do I break that cycle? I said, you just broke it because you're aware. He said, I want to come out and I want to get on movies and I want to do what you're doing. I want to speak to the youth and go out and make people aware. And I said, you just answered that question yourself. You're made aware. When you're aware of something, you just don't do it.
And I'm going to tell all of you this. When you have a cup of water, right? You take another glass when you feel like that weight is on your shoulder. When you take this and you pour it in and see when it get full, that's yours. And you keep pouring. And everything else that fall on that floor, give it to somebody else. But you let God. God is going to get some glory from this because you know what? All you had to do to get to Shreveport, there's a reason for it. And that's your calling. That's your journey. It's your purpose, baby. It's your purpose. And we're going to help you fulfill that purpose.
So God took all of my calamities, my failures, my son going to prison, my spiritual warfare, and my bad habits. He sat me off the table. He took me off the menu and reintroduced me to the world. My name is Tosha Mills.